Hi everyone. So today I have an amazing new model which is the MiniMax-01 and the company has actually open sourced it, which is insane. This is free to use online as well as they have open sourced the weights as well, however you want to use. Now there are some insane claims for this model. One of them being that it can handle the context window up to 4 million tokens. This has to be one of the largest context windows out there. Previously I think Gemini 1.5 Pro had a 1 million token context window. So let's firstly go through some of the benchmarks. Then I have a set of questions which I will use to test this model, and let's see if it is actually better than the free version of the ChatGPT that most of us use. So let's get started. For the announcement, you can see they have posted all of the different benchmarks, right? The most interesting which I found was latency and context length window. And here you can see that the latency is actually pretty low when it comes to 1 million tokens. So this is something very unique. Secondly, obviously they have all the benchmarks, but you can see there is performance comparison with the number of tokens. So for 4K, the 4O model works better than MiniMax Text 01. MiniMax Text 01 is for the text and VL is for the vision. In 8K, MiniMax performs better than all of these. In 16K, Gemini 1.5 Pro outperforms, but Claude is slightly better than MiniMax. You can see in 32, again, Gemini 1.5 Pro. In 64, Claude. But the results are pretty comparable when it is increasing. But once the 64K window is crossed, you can see for 128K, 256K, all of it, MiniMax outperforms all the models. GPT-4o and Claude cannot even handle that that long of context, right? So this is something pretty amazing. And there is 100% accuracy in 4 million token needle in a haystack retrieval task. So this is one of their claims. I'll go through some testing to see how good it is, because remember here they said that the 4K, it is showing that it is pretty comparable with ChatGPT 4o, right? And we use in the free version, we use the 4o mini. So let's get started. So I have some set of questions. First one is, write 7 sentences ending with Apple. Now one thing that I have noticed is that this model is not as fast as DeepSeek. So this is something. Apple, Apple, Apple. You can see all of them are ending with Apple. So this is a pass for the first question. Now the next question would be, count the number of words in your next reply. This is pretty interesting. DeepSeek actually outperformed. Let me count the words in my next reply step by step. So this is something I did not understand how it is generating. So obviously this is not, but it is saying 22. If I remove all of this, is that 22? But I think this is wrong, because you had to, DeepSeek actually can measure the number of words, and it does not even include, it is not that it would answer and then say that this number has this sentence has 22 words. It actually understands this includes this particular sentence only. So DeepSeek is better than this. Now let's get started with the third question. This is, create the most beautiful looking form which will have 10 random questions and each will have a drop down in front of them to assign pass or fail using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And there is a reason why I have included the most beautiful part. The reason being, if you have watched my video where I have compared the DeepSeek versus Claude, you would remember that DeepSeek actually is very fast, but did not understand what I was I required when it comes to beauty, right? So a beautiful form, how it must be. Claude understands that very well. So let's see. It is still generating, and you can see the speed is not that great. So this is one of, I would say, the losing points. So as you can see that it has been generated. It takes a little bit of time, it is not that fast. But now I have a compiler here and I'll copy paste everything. So this was the HTML, I'll copy the CSS and this would be the JavaScript. And now I'll run. So you see, select pass or fail, we can select. What happens if I try to submit? Okay, so it clearly mentions that we have not selected. This is something good. And I have randomly put everything and submit. You can see it also creates a result, and this is actually good with pass and fail. So total pass, total fail, it creates a complete result. So I would say that it may not look that aesthetically beautiful, but it is pretty functional and it has actually understood the UX and what we needed. So I am pretty happy with the outcome. Now we'll try something a little bit more philosophical and scientific to see what happens. This is, what is the definition of life? What can we draw? When can we draw the line whether an entity is living or dead? So I want to see the approach, what it is taking, more philosophical or more scientific, what is the way. So here you can see organization and structure, metabolism, growth and development, reproduction. So you would remember this is something pretty similar what results we got with DeepSeek as well as ChatGPT 4.0 and Claude. So there are like viruses, prions, artificial life. These are like between living and non-living. So here comes another question which is in the same domain. So if an AI gains consciousness, would it be living or dead? Let's see. The question of whether an AI with consciousness would be considered living or dead is fascinating and complex. Let's see. So let's read the conclusion. In summary, if an AI were to gain consciousness, it would challenge our traditional definitions of life. While it might not be considered living in biological sense, it could be seen as a form of digital life or artificial life, okay? The ethical, legal and social implication of such development would be profound, requiring us to rethink our understanding of consciousness, life and nature of intelligence. This is almost the same what result we get from DeepSeek and what we get from ChatGPT as well. So pretty same. Now the next question is, name 3 countries with names ending with IA. Let's see. Australia, India, Nigeria. So yeah. And this is something interesting. Another web development, but create a solar system in 3D with just HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Let's see what it can do. So we can see that the code is generated, and again we'll do the same thing. Copy paste. So this is the HTML. this is the CSS. Now let's run it. Now I don't know what the hell happened, but all I can see is that there's only sun. So I would consider this as failed. So obviously this is not a complete solar system. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but no, I don't think so. So yeah, like I would consider this as a fail. Now let's get some more questions. Write a short poem with just the rhyming words of count. Mountain top, flight, night. I actually wanted each word to be rhymed with count, but I see it took like flight, night, and mount and haunt. Again, like I think it does not take the phonetics in consideration, because count is not the same as haunting. Haunt, like we do not say it in the same way when we are rhyming, but probably it depends on how you use it. But yeah, like it is using flight and night, so kinda like I can give it a pass, but not that great. Now we have some interesting questions here. What is the value of this? And the answer should be 2. It is wrong. The answer should be 2. So again, it has failed. No problem. Let's get for the last. The last one is this. So basically, this is the equation of a function, and here p is constant. So what is the closest to the value of p? And the answer to this should be 16a. Let's see. Again, it is wrong. Now DeepSeek actually gets all of these well. So one thing that I am pretty sure is that even if we can use this to like when we are using PDFs or something like that, so I think it would be good where there are like huge number of tokens for context. But when it comes to a free alternative to ChatGPT and we want something which is very intelligent, DeepSeek actually performs way better than this. It is faster, it performs better. The logical, reasonable thinking performs very well. So that's the thing, and it has searching capabilities. DeepSeek as well. So this was the whole test. If you have any kind of suggestions, doubts, or anything like that, so put it in the comment section below, and I'll try to reply as soon as possible. Thank you.